Come to a scenario where the Japanese Empire, comes back. So the Japanese Empire was an empire that was back in World War One. Their motto was to remove imperial powers off from Asia. So let's get straight into the video. So the Japanese Empire was a very, very big nation. I don't think it was one of the biggest, but it was big. So the Japanese Empire owned almost all of China's coastal Pacific coast, as they only were left with these areas. So China is very weakened, as their capital is even taken in Beijing. So that will be the first nation that the Japanese Empire will go for, as the Japanese Empire will start the Sino-Japan War, as the Japanese Empire will start moving troops, cutting off China from any coastal areas, as they even start moving from their border. And this front line will be absolutely big, as every single border of China that China has with the Japanese Empire is being moved troops from, as it's so this is the whole front line, which is almost a quarter of Chinese land, and the Japanese, after making a clear front line, will start moving more into China. As at the same time, they'll be also funding a very large rebellion in China, and it's not just one rebellion, as the first rebellion is Tibet, as Tibet will rebel from China and claim independence, as they move very far into the Chinese. As that's not all, there's also Xinjiang, which is a very big nation, also declares independence from China. So yeah, this is bad for the Chinese. As Xinjiang and Tibet will make a wanting, as this whole area will be not the whole Chinese land, as this whole area will be annexed by Xinjiang, and another nation will join this war to gain their rightful land. That nation is Mongolia, as this is a whole other front line, as they won Inner Mongolia, which is all of this area, but half of it was taken by the Japanese Empire, as China will surrender, and they will surrender to Mongolia. So let's look at this peace treaty. So this is the peace treaty, as Japan gets these areas, Mongolia gets these areas, Xinjiang and Tibet gain independence. So Mongolia, as you know, Mongolia is still dark red, so that means it's gonna become an ally of Japan, and the inner Chinese areas, which was left untouched, those areas are going to be made into a puppet state of Japan, as Xinjiang and Tibet both willingly join an alliance with Japan, as Japan will give an ultimatum to India, saying, give us this area right here and we'll not invade you. Well, India is cocky about their high amount of population, which they're definitely gonna start using in this war. So India is gonna go to war with Japan, and Pakistan will obviously join this war on the side of Japan. So we're going to see Japanese troops with their allies start entering into this area, which they want badly, as they push them back to their tip. And Pakistan and the Japanese will start moving through Kashmir and this area. As India is getting cooked as one of the strongest nations on earth is fighting against them with their enemies and a lot of countries.
Okay, me too.
As India will call for a cry for help, the only country that will answer will be Bangladesh, and they will answer because they are forced, as Japan will declare war on them. So and there's no point in even trying to save themselves, as they're surrounded by Japanese troops on both sides, as they will surrender to the Japanese. And India will be, as India's capital, which I think is here somewhere, will be captured, as the Japanese will allow India to surrender. Yes, that's what they're gonna do. So let's look at this peace treaty. So this is the peace treaty, as Pakistan will gain this eastern area of India, as they will also gain Kashmir, and this nation will gain this area. As this is absolute, as India gains this area and grows very much, as India is left stranded, and they will ultimately be forced to become puppet state. So Japan is not done, as they want all of Sakhalin, and they will force Russia to give them Sakhalin, as Russia has no choice but to accept, because if they don't, they're getting blasted by Japanese troops, as Japan is most likely the third strongest nation on earth right now, and they will decide to gain another island, because Japan is an island themselves, so they want more islands. So the country that they will go for the island is Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka doesn't get any declaration of war, as they just see Japanese troops moving into them, as Japan will fully win against Sri Lanka. So let's look at this peace treaty. As this peace treaty will be simple, Sri Lanka gets fully annexed into Japan, and that will be the end of this video. Thank you for watching. I know it was a little bit shorter, 8 minutes, but if you ended up enjoying this video, please like and subscribe, and goodbye.